Good morning students, welcome to our next video. So in this video I am going to explain some important terms related to the automation like PLC and all that, okay? But before proceeding to the basics of that PLC and all that, we should know why we actually invented this PLC. What was the main reason behind for replacing the PLC? Okay, so if previously they used a relay logic, okay, relay logic system is there for automatic control of any process. Okay, so that relay logic is replaced with the modern technique called as PLC, right? Controller, okay, it is also a controller, but it is an older technology. Relay logic is an older technology, and PLC is the new technology. Okay, let's suppose if I consider this old, let's suppose I have a motor controller. Okay, so these are the two switches. Okay, switch 1 and switch 2. Let's suppose my switch 2 is, this is the first switch and this is my second switch. Okay, but my switch 2 is closed and this is the motor. Okay, so this switch 1 and switch 2 actually controls the motor operation. Okay, so previously we used to just if I want to control, I will turn on my motor, then I just press the switch 1. But internally what happens is actually all the internal structure is connected with the hard wire. Okay, so physically wires are connected there. Okay, so all these wires are connected physically in the relay logic. If any kind of fault occurs or any kind of damage occurs in any of the wire or any of the circuit inside the relay logic, then what happens is that it takes very large amount of time to replace that system. And also, if I want to change my process, if I want to modify my process, then what I have to do? I have to change my complete wiring. Okay, complete wiring of my relay logic, so that my new modification can be implemented here. So that was some of the disadvantages that should be considered for our future. So for that replacement, we introduce a PLC. Okay, so PLC is a programmable logic controller. Okay, so why PLC? Why the modernization of controller is needed? So that the process or the execution or the implementation of any process with the help of modification and some programming, we can change that process. Okay, so this is the relay logic system. Okay, so basically PLC is invented for the replacement. Okay, for replacement. PLC is used for replacement. Also, one point is that if suppose let us suppose that my system is not working as per the instructions. So we need, let's suppose no automation is there. Okay? Let's suppose no automation in the process is there. Then manually there are many errors. Okay? Manual errors are there, machine errors are there. So there are many errors. So what we are doing is that we are actually isolating that errors. We want to isolate that errors from the system so that the accuracy of the system, preciseness of the system is increased. Okay, so for that accuracy, preciseness, okay, and other terms are there. So for that we need to improve our system. Okay, we need to improve our controlling methods. Okay, so that for that replacement only we have implemented a modern technique that is called as controlling. Okay, so in that first one is PLC. Okay, for that replacement we have introduced a PLC. Okay, so relay a modern technology. Old automation technique, new automation technique. Okay. Now we will look the PLC in brief. Okay. Okay. So what is PLC and all that? So as the name suggests, PLC is nothing but programmable logic controller. Okay, so it is the important topic. Okay, okay, so it is the full form of PLC is programmable logic and controller. Basically, the PLC is a controller. We should remember that. So if anybody asks what is PLC, so PLC is a controller. PLC is a controller. It is a controller. So what does a controller do? It controls the process. It controls the process. So what is the process? Let's suppose I am manufacturing a mobile phone, okay, or washing machine. So the process of developing any machine or mobile phone or washing machine or any kind of machine, that is called as process. So for controlling that process, we need a controller. So controller can be a programmable controller. Programmable controller means programmable. You might know what is programmable means. For that process, for that particular process, I will write a program. Okay, I will write a program so that in each and every step, particular function is operated. So for that, a programmable is necessary. Means the programmer is there. Programmer. Okay, so what does a programmer do? A programmer. Let's suppose I am a programmer. So what I do, I just program my controller. Okay, for a particular process. Okay, programmer means I should know the language for it. Okay, let's suppose you might know what is C language, C++, Java, Python. Okay, so these are the languages. Okay, means we have Hindi, English, Marathi, right? Like that only for in our computer engineering we have C, C++, Java, right? And in case of automation, there are many programming methods. Okay, so we will be looking at programming methods further. But for programming that controller, we need a programmer. Okay, so it can be a person. Okay, person. Or programmer can be an engineer. Okay, so programmer, we need a programmer to program our controller. Okay, for controlling our process. Okay, so this is the programmer. And what is logic? What is logic? So it is a method. Okay, means what I do in programming. Let's suppose my program is I have written this program. So I use some logic functions. Okay, logic function. I use some logic functions in it so that my programming becomes very easy and also up to our process. Okay, so with the help of some logic, I design a program. Okay, and that programming method I will just install in my controller. Okay, so what is PLC? PLC is a static industrial computer. So what is a PLC? PLC is nothing but a static industrial computer. Okay, so means it is an industrial computer. It is a static. Okay, it is a static. Okay, so it has a memory also. Memory. What does a memory do? To store program. Okay, to store data. are the some of the elements, okay, is there in the PLC. So there are program data memory and program memory. Okay, so there are also some memories are there, count timers are there, counters are there, etc. Okay, so there are timers to count the process, okay, to count the process, and counters to count the products, okay, to count the products, how many products are produced in a day or an hour or in a particular time. Okay, so there are many means automation devices there are connected in PLC. Okay, so also there are inputs are there, also there are outputs. Okay, there are inputs and outputs. Okay, from that particular area in an industry, let's suppose I want the data from that industry, that place, from that particular place in the industry. Okay, from that what I do, I just connect a PLC there and I connect inputs, various inputs at that place to the inputs of that PLC, and from the output side I will take the data. Okay, I will take the data, or I can control those. Okay, for controlling purposes also my logic PLC is there. Okay, so I'll explain this PLC with the help of a diagram. Okay, so you should remember these points. Okay, all these points. Okay, so there are okay, so these are the inputs. Inputs will be applied here and output. Okay, inputs are connected here and outputs are connected here. Okay, and in between it is like our basic, means our normal computer. Okay, inputs are here, outputs. So this will be a CPU. Okay, let's suppose I am giving two inputs. Two inputs are there. Okay, two inputs are there, and I am connecting outputs here. Okay, so from this these are the two switches. Okay, and this let's suppose it is supposed to be the motor. Okay, red lamp, and it is a green lamp. Okay, red lamp and green lamp. Okay, so these are the two inputs. So this from input, before inputs, actually it is a module. It is a module. Okay, module. So this is the input module. This is the output module. So in the input module, we are going to connect the inputs. Okay, all the inputs through which we are going to we will be giving our inputs. So this is the button. Okay, I'll just press here. Okay, after pressing here, the circuit will become closed. Okay, so this is the supply line. These are the two supply lines. What happens if the circuit becomes closed? What will happen? The current starts to flow from here, and it will go inside the input module. And according to the program, okay, we are going to store our program in CPU. Right? In CPU, I am going to store my program, and according to the program, the output will be executed. And let's suppose if I want to, after pressing this button, my motor should start. So according to the program, the output will make the motor starts. Okay? Motor starts and the green lamp will be on. Okay, let's suppose green will indicate the motor start. red lamp indication motor is stopped. Similarly, if I press this, if I again press this, okay, then what will happen? The circuit will become open. So there will be no current flow. So no input, and if programming inside the program, no execution is there, then output will also become false and the output motor will become stopped. Okay, as soon as the motor becomes stopped, the red light will be indicated. So these are the basics. Okay, these are the basic of this PLC. Okay, so inside CPU there are two memories. Okay, first one. Okay, program memory. And data memory. Okay, so there are two types of memory inside a CPU, like our system means RAM and ROM. Okay, RAM and ROM. ROM means read-only memory. So inside means let's suppose in my system I have installed the Windows 10 okay, operating system. So in Windows 10 operating system will be installed in read-only memory. Okay, means I cannot change my Windows setting. Okay, I cannot change my Windows main programming setting. So it should be installed in ROM. Okay, ROM is there. Okay, so it actually only reads the memory. Okay, inside that memory, programming is stored and some important non-changeable data is stored. Okay, so that data means that program is stored in ROM, and there is another. Okay, so software and all the PLC programming software. Okay, so there are software to operate any process. That software is installed in this ROM. And there is another memory that is called as RAM. So random access memory. Randomly we can change or we can modify our memory. Means all the data and programming. Okay, all the data and program memory. So program memory, the program which we are going to write for any process, which we are going to write, that will be stored in the RAM and data memory. So data memory is nothing but, let's suppose if I want to calculate two numbers a plus b. Okay, so what a and b denotes, it denotes the data. Okay, means a can be any number. Let's suppose that a is 5, okay, and b is 6. Okay, so what I will do, I will just enter my a and b data, and that will be stored in the data memory. A and b as data, and inside CPU there is a processor, right? So that processor, it performs the operation. Like if I want to add this a plus b, so what the CPU will do, it will add this number a plus b will be added, and the memory, the result will be stored in the data memory. So there are programs which will be executed and which will be transferred to the output side. Okay, so these are the basics of PLC. Okay, so all the inputs are connected here. Input devices will be connected here. Okay, and here output devices will be connected. Okay, so all the inputs will be connected here and all the outputs will be taken out from here. So for connecting the inputs, so PLCs are actually classified. Okay, classified according to its module only. Input module and output module. If I want to add more inputs, or if I want to decrease my input level, then I should choose my input module as per our condition. So the input module is like you can detach it, we can detach it, and you can also attach it. So that various inputs can be connected, or various outputs can be taken out. Okay, so these are modified. Okay, module. You can modify this input and output. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, so PLC is a programmable logic controller. Okay, it controller. It is a controller which is used widely in industry. Okay, so it is a static device, right? It is a static device. Industrial computer is also called. With the help of software, we can control any process. Okay? So inside the PLC, this is the connection. This type of arrangement is there. Inputs are connected. Input module are there. CPU is there. Inside CPU there are memory. Okay, data memory and programming memory, and outputs are there. And outputs, output module is there. And output outputs are there like motor, lamp, alarms, etc. connected as a output. Okay, so these are the basics of PLC. Okay, hope you understand this video. If you have any kind of doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.